Alrighty, it is Thursday, but I have to go back to Wednesday really quick. So, after I recorded audio, I worked on the draft, so we read more of that American Girls book. This was awful. A few days have gone by. She hasn't bonded with her cousin. Her aunt's baby was born, and then now she's working at her uncle's pastier. And the first thing she did was screw up and ruin a whole morning's worth of work by sweeping up stuff, and the stuff that she swept up blew into the ingredients when two doors were open. She was supposed to be washing dishes. She did do the dishes though, but then she wanted to be alone for a bit. She chased this stupid little stray dog that keeps showing up, and the dog's name is literally Bitch. Basically, it's Bitch in French. It's so sad, and I believe it's pronounced Shen or something like that. But it's so sad. The dog got her lost, and now she can't find her way back. And that's where we left off. The chapter ended right there. So after that, we crashed at 3. I tried to wake up at 4, but I ended up waking up at 5. I scanned my drafts. I unloaded my phone. I finished the drafts that weren't finished, and I printed them out. I started inking them at about 6. I completed page 1 and most of page 3, but then I got tired and I got off at 6:30. So my goal was to be back on at 9. Because that was my goal, I basically got no sleep whatsoever. I went back on at 9. I finished line arting and editing the audio. I scanned the last page at 10:30, and then I assembled and passed the pages off to Monica at 11:18, and I got off. At that point, I think I had finished about 3 audio files. I don't really remember. So I woke up at 5. I got up at 6. I went back to work on shading the pages and editing the audio. Ate breakfast, and Monica colored until 8, and then she had to go to her appointment. So I finished the audio at 8:40, and then I finished the last of the Tuesday pages at 8:51, and then I got off and went to go compress my video. I typed out chapter 78 script, or what I had written of it so far. I still need to write out the scene where Marie and Pasha meet up with Fuir. I haven't done that yet, and I think I need that scene to cap this off. So I'm trying to print out the script at around size 10 font. I'm guessing. I'm really guessing. I don't know how big I need to make it. So yeah. Monica got home at 9:46. She cooked the pizza we've been holding on to for the last 2 weeks. It finished at 10:31. We ended up watching some Disney stuff together in the living room. And then I ended up working on the drafts during the time she was cooking. I was working on the draft for chapter 77. I did all the easy close-ups, so most of the entire chapter is done. I just have specific panels, specific tedious-looking panels that I didn't work on. So yeah. So after I ate lunch, my video started its last compression at 10:50. As soon as it was done, I swapped computers. I loaded the video at 11:42. We left to recycle at 12. We made $12 and 40 something cents. I think it's 47 cents. Got home at 1:30. On the way home, I found 2 extra pennies. Went back to work. I so far have completed 1 page for the Wednesday pages. So that's frustrating. That means I have done nothing for today's pages at all. The day's almost over. I have to switch objectives by 6, which is horrible. Oh man, I hope the next chapter is much easier to go through because it's just Simon and just Fuir. I know I keep saying that, but I really, really hope. So yeah, the fire alarms went off at 2:37. They gave us a warning a while back that they were going to be testing them. So we got off at 3. We hit Northgate because one of the things that we wanted to do when we went to the recycling center was go to Northgate and get water and pound cake again. The trouble is that they didn't sell it there. They actually didn't have the pound cake. All they had was the water. So we got the water while we were there. So we had to go to the other Northgate over here because there's 2 of them. There's one by the recycling center. There's one in the Anaheim Town Square Plaza. So we went back to the Town Square Plaza Northgate, which is much bigger than the other one on the by the recycling center, and we got the bunt because we wanted to try the bunt. We got home at 3:35. I'm recording now. This is what I need to do. We're gonna read one more chapter of that book. I need to finish the drafts for pages 4, 5, and 6. And then I'm gonna go on and work until 6 o'clock. I just don't know. I don't know what time it'll be by the time we're done reading and drawing. I figure that whenever I'm done, I'm just gonna go back on, scan everything, possibly print it out, and then from whatever time I have left over, I'm gonna stay between 5 and 6. That's my guess. I don't really know how long it's gonna take, but between 5 and 6, I'm gonna be working on the artwork for the Wednesday pages, and then I'm going to switch to the Friday pages, and then blah blah blah. You get the point. So I'm really just trying to get out of chapter 76. It took too damn long to get through it. It's gonna suck when like all the characters are together at once, and like I completely forgot what a pain in the ass that was when I was doing that for the final battle of the first series. All the characters were together. It took forever to draw everybody. So yeah, I gotta be very careful with that. Is there anything else that's on my mind? I'm trying to get done before the beginning of the following week, because like the upcoming week that's next is supposed to be the break week in which I scramble to finish everything, and because I'm so damn far behind, I'm a little worried I'm gonna have trouble catching up. I'm also hoping that I won't have too much trouble catching up, because there's gonna come a point where I'm not gonna be making any more artwork. I'm just gonna be working on what's already done. So I'm hoping that gives me some space. I don't know if it's possible, but I also need time to type, which is awful because I'm still working on pages. So it's just like, fuck. The only thing I could think of is that while I'm still working on pages, when I'm not on the computer, try to write stuff out physically and like see what I can get from there. I don't know. It's so frustrating. I know I do have some things written down already. I have like a couple of pages that have some text. The text is just not organized. So I need to like think about what I'm trying to say with it, and then so I can apply it. But like I am so frustrated with this. The fact that 76 took so damn long to do really ruined my month. And it makes me so mad. I have to catch up. So I'm gonna lose, I think I'm losing like two days because of how far behind it is, and then I have to really, kick my rear to get to complete everything. So the most important chapter that I need to finish is 51, because 51 is going up in 2 more weeks. Not this next week, but next week. So I absolutely need to get 51 done, if nothing else. And then once 51 is done, I think I can load from 51 to 55, which is good. I think that's it. I don't really remember. All I know is that, once I get certain ones done, I could progress, but I can't at this moment. Is there anything else that's on my mind? No, I guess that's virtually it. Alright then, that's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Friday, but I have to go back to Thursday really quick. So after I recorded audio, I went straight to drafting. We read the next chapter of that American Girl book. She basically was found by her step cousin and this intern who works at the bakery. They got on bicycles and went searching for her. And then she was depressed for a few days. She talked to her dad via FaceTime, and her dad told her, if you have a problem with what's going on, try to do something about it. I feel like that's such a weird thing to say to a third grader, because that's an age where you feel like you have no agency. And then she hung out outside for a little bit and played with the dog, the petite chien, and she ended up getting the dog to trust her finally. So she decided, well, if I managed to get the dog to trust me, I want to try to work harder on working everything else. So she's gonna keep ramming her head into everything else that she's already doing. Just keep trying at it. That's pretty much where the chapter ended on. And we both felt like that was such an underwhelming resolution. This book is extremely boring. I'm I don't recall American Girl books being this boring. I remember them having a lot more action and excitement in them, actual drama and whatnot. I remember Samantha and Felicity and whatnot. They had actual stakes, but they took place in a semi-fictionalized time period. I mean, it was a time period was real, but how it was approached, but it felt borderline fictional. I don't know. So yeah. Okay, so stopped at 412. I went on, I scanned, and I printed out the drafts, and then I switched agendas. I ended up coloring it until 6, and as soon as 6 hit, I swapped to line arting. I completed 2 pages, and then I got off at 7:16. I was way too tired to continue. I was hoping to be back on by 10 and 11. I could not sleep. As late as 10 and 11, I was still awake. I did crash for a second. I fell asleep sometime around between 10 and 11, and I woke up at like 1:30. So I missed all of 12. So I jumped on. I worked on the last page. And then I scanned it and I assembled all the pages and passed them off to Monica at 2:33. And then I switched back to coloring and I completed the art for page 11 at 3 a.m. And by that point, I still only had 1 page of chapter 76 to complete. So yeah, I woke up at 6. I told Monica it was 6 and I kicked her out of bed. But I just laid in bed until 7. I went back on to finish that last page. I stopped to eat breakfast and then we watched both Precure and the Leo's Promare prequel video. I have so many questions. Okay, first off, this is Trigger, so all the combat sequences in this felt like watching like a 3-year-old play with his toys. Cause like, oh my god, the freeze force pretty much just rammed into the Mad Burnish. Oh, I speak of the Mad Burnish. Oh my god. Okay. Ever since someone on the Japanese Twitters that I follow pointed out match varnish, I could not hear Mad Burnish the whole time they were talking. I kept hearing match varnish. I just kept laughing my ass off. It's one of those like once you realize it, you can't undo it. I believe the word burnish actually means like to polish something, like to polish a sword kind of thing. I don't know. I always felt like that was odd about that word. It didn't feel like a natural word to say in regular English. My biggest issue with this is, okay, how is it they did not know who Leo was, but Leo 1 has his own motorcycle, 2 has his own uniform, so he must have joined within a few days of that event, so that way he could obtain those items. He couldn't have just like make his own uniform or whatever. I don't know. All their clothes match each other, and if they didn't know who he was, he must have joined and gotten a uniform in advance. But because of his sheer ingenuity and having confidence in a plan, that he was made leader. So I feel like, I don't know. It kind of frustrates me because like they all were uniform. Trying not to get upset about this, but I'm mildly upset about this. And the thing that gets me is that, like, how is it that this marginalized subculture of people somehow have the resources to provide all their dudes with motorcycles and armor? And, like, I'm trying not to think about this too hard. I know it's supposed to be rule of cool, but, like, it just leaves me feeling like I don't know about this. I'm hoping Gallows is different. And then after that we watched Precure. In this episode of Precure, they got a combat upgrade, basically. Foi got her upgrade, so she's like this little teddy unicorn looking thing. But she's only in her middle form. She still has to reach her final form, but they didn't say what it was. I was hoping it was going to be that little girl thing I saw in that one promotional image, but like I can't see her becoming that because that thing had puffy hair, and like Foi looks like a unicorn now, so I don't know. I'm trying not to be upset about that. So Foi got attacked by that big muscle man bad guy, and then all the girls rededicated their love to her again, and she dedicated her love to them, and then they came up with a new final attack, which it doesn't feel cool. It feels weird. And like they all get like a slight transformation upgrade. I think at some point they're supposed to, because I also saw this as a promotional picture too on Twitter, that all the girls are supposed to like sort of merge with their pens, sort of, and it changes the way their outfit looks and their hair is kept and whatnot. And like I was hoping we would see that in this episode, but maybe not. I don't know. I hope that wasn't fan art, because like if it was fan art, then like I'm disappointed. Other than that, they gotta kick this series in the ass. In the meanwhile, what else is there? Okay, so we ended up splitting up. I worked on that final page for chapter 76, and then I stopped sometime at like 8:30 so I can go prepare to leave for the walking group. Monica got off shortly after I did. So we went to the walking group, and but Brittany didn't have any ideas. All she thought of was like, okay, let's go to the park by the school. And like that's not a long distance. And while we were there, Monica pointed out very quickly that they were doing lawn maintenance, so we ended up just like squaring off and then going to the corner of East Street, and then we just went back home, and that was it. We went to the community room again and we ate Otter Pops. Monica initially didn't want one because she thought they had high fructose in it, but I gave it to her and I pointed at the ingredients and it didn't have anything. So I ended up having orange and she had like grape or something. And she pointed out to me that it didn't taste as sweet as she remembered it tasting. I figured because of the ingredients changed over the years. I don't know. But yeah, it was just the four of us, so Brittany and the Dinar, and then me and Monica, and that's it. And Brittany and Dinar spent most of the time talking to each other, while Monica and I spoke to each other most of the time. But yeah, man, it's so weird being so used to walking so much to being overly prepared as far as they're concerned. Because like we come with our sunglasses, we come with our umbrellas, and like I almost want to bring water, but like we don't typically go very far. So yeah, and it never occurred to them to do that, to bring an umbrella or to bring sunglasses. I mean, I think there was like only like one other person who had sunglasses last time we went. But like it's so warm. I feel like they should bring those things. I guess they're just too awkward. But yeah. Okay, so Monica and I got back at about like 9:40. And then we rested until 10:20. I went back on to finish that one final page of chapter 76. I don't remember what time I completed and loaded all of chapter 76. I did note that I was having trouble getting the pages onto Tumblr a couple of times, like having to refresh the page. But like I was able to get something to happen. I'm really concerned with the way Tumblr's been lately, and this is on Internet Explorer, not Firefox. I don't have any add-ons on Internet Explorer at all. So I don't see why I'm still having problems with Tumblr. I'm kind of feeling like maybe I should stop using it. I don't know. I don't have any other alternatives to host the chapter. So yeah, that's so frustrating. Alright, so after I loaded it, Monica made lunch. And while she was making lunch, I switched over to working on page 1. And then as soon as lunch was done, we ended up watching Carol and Tuesday. So Dahlia died, and I'm not surprised. Carol and Tuesday performed with Crystal. Everybody was noting in the comments section that when Crystal came out and singing with them, nobody was cheering for her in the audience, because like that's what would have happened if it was an American production. I kind of wish that they would add that with the sound design. I thought it was a sound design thing. They were more focused on the song, and they were too lazy to put a screaming sound in the audience as soon as Crystal came out. But like, yeah, it would have helped out if they had done that. I don't know, but whatever the heck. Carol and Tuesday's song, I didn't really care for the presentation of the song. I feel like it would have been done a little bit better. I mean, the way that the music was produced, it could have had more impact, but it just felt so like bland. Crystal's voice didn't really stick out at all as far as I'm concerned. Monica hated Carol's dress. I feel like I just ignored it. I didn't really think of it. But she felt like it was really telling to show how poor Carol is. And then I feel like the girls should have thanked Roddy for discovering them so they can get their asses up there, but like he didn't even get so much as a thank you. Ugh. What else is there? What else is there? What else is there? I was surprised that Erdogan actually credited Tao for that song. What else is there? I'm surprised that he credited Tao for helping him out when Roddy was there taking him into his fucking house. Oh god. What else was there? Okay, so Angela performed. I feel like Angela's song was too convenient to the narrative. The way what she was singing about being sad, lonely, and depressed. It really didn't land for me. It just felt like, okay, that's convenient. And then she passed out, and the whole ending theme was her being in the hospital. Okay, so Monica and I pretty much placed bets. Monica is expecting Angela to die. I feel like before Dahlia had died, Dahlia had said something about Angela's true origin, so I figured because that got brought up, Angela has to chase that for the next 2 to 3 episodes, depending on how long the series is. I don't know how long it is. All I know is that the season's almost over, and if Caroline Tuesday is going to go on further, then, it's going to need more. I don't know. But yeah, it just... if Caroline Tuesday goes further, then I can see that getting covered, but like I don't feel like they're gonna have enough time to cover that unless they're gonna do like a montage or whatever like they did in this episode. And like everybody was mad that Tao didn't come to save Angela, but I'm so glad, 'cause I feel like she's not his responsibility. He has other things he needs to do, and she needs to like figure her own shit out. Ugh. So yeah, is there anything else I can say? So yeah, my guess, I was talking to Monica, if they do end up killing Angela, I can see Tao continuing to make music using her robot, because he did make a robot of her, but like that thing, all it served to do is just taunt her. It didn't do anything to help her in her state of need. And if it doesn't do anything, then I feel like it narratively fails the story for even existing. So I don't know. I feel like they need to justify its existence for me to feel like we can get something out of it existing. Is there anything else? Nothing else is coming to mind, honestly. I feel like that's everything that I thought. Alright, so after Carol and Tuesday, we ended up getting off. I'm almost done with page 1 of chapter 77. All I need to do is just do the background and the effects, and then I can put text on it. And then I have to do pages 1, 2, and 3. Or sorry, I have to do pages 2 and 3. And like I said, I keep saying this. It better go quickly. I'm completely behind. So far, there are 6 pages, and like none of them are ready. I'm like, it would be a miracle if I can get all of them done in like one shot. So I'm thinking about doing all the effects first, and then doing the shading last. I feel like it goes a little bit faster because, like, boom, I'm done with the shading. All I'll do is unhide all the effects, and like then I can just move on to the next thing. So that really helps out. What else is there? I'm trying to get done before Sunday-ish, because like tomorrow we're doing 7, 8, and 9. This will the line art. Monica's filling it in, and then on Sunday is 10, 11, and 12. So my goal is to try to get caught up before Monday, if not Sunday. I might have to sacrifice Monday. I can sort of see doing this from throughout all of Monday if I'm not doing anything else more important. Oh, darn it. Yeah, we're doing laundry on Monday. Fuck. I completely forgot about that. Okay, so we're doing laundry on Monday. The only thing I can think of doing on that day is doing either the next chapter or trying to finish the current chapter, because if I'm trying to finish the current chapter I'm working on, then I'll be storyboarding it while we're at the laundromat. Other than that, I can either see, working on the actual next chapter, writing it out. Is there anything? And I feel like I'm just gonna try to finish. I'm gonna try to finish the chapter that I'm currently in. After this, I'm gonna do pages 7, 8, and 9. I don't know if I will have enough time to do 10, 11, and 12 early, because if I do 10, 11, and 12 early, I could just get them out of my way and not worry about them. I feel like the last page is probably gonna be the hardest page, but other than that, it's a fairly easy chapter. And then I have what else is there? I have to finish page 1, 2, and 3, or pages 1 to 6, and then do 6 to 7. Oh, sorry, 6, 7 to 10 next week. Man, like I said, I don't know how else I could possibly like remedy the fact that I'm so behind, other than just writing out the extras I need to do by hand, since I'm going to be doing only coloring on the computer for the next like 4 days. I don't know. I'm so mad about being behind. It makes me angry, but also a part of me feels like I'm kind of just made peace with it. Like, okay, fine, I'm behind. What do I do? Just keep going. I can't believe I managed to get through 76. I was so behind in 76. I just felt like it was impossible. But yeah, all right, 76 is more or less done. So I need to plow through 77 as fast as possible. Is there anything else that's on my mind? I really can't think of anything else to say. All right, then. That's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Saturday, but I have to go back to Friday really quick. So I rested until 3:36. I went back on to complete the art for page 1. And then I set up pages 2 through 6 to be shaded. All the effects were ready. All I had to do was just work on the shading. I got off at 4:41 to work on the next set of drafts. So from page 7 to page 12, I ended up doing all of them at once. We read more of that American Girl book. In this chapter, she went out with her cousin and the intern, and they had an outing basically. And she's basically trying to like get better at working at the bakery and just connecting with her cousin. Her cousin's trying to teach her more French. And, like, I feel like the French parts are a bit hard because Monica can't pronounce French correctly. She just sees it and tries to read it, like, normally. You know, like it's English or something. Like, there was this, one place that, from when you read it in English, it looks like, Berthion, but it's pronounced, Bertillon or something like that? Bertillon? I can't remember. It's a place where they got ice cream, so I figured it's an actual place that's real. So yeah, after that I went back on at 5:50. I scanned everything. So I printed everything out. I started line arting them, but the only page I managed to finish was page 7. I stopped towards the end of page 8. I only had like one panel left to do for page 8. I went to bed. I had trouble sleeping. My goal was to get back up at 11, but I was still awake around like 9 or 10ish. I can't really remember. All I know is that I woke up at 3 instead of 11, so I had to jump up and resume line arting. I finished pages 7, 8, and 9. I scanned them all at 4:19, and I assembled and passed them off to Monica at 4:55. I went back to sleep. Woke up around like 6:30. We ate breakfast in the bedroom. I went to work on pages 2 through 6. Monica passed me back pages 7 and 8 around between like 8 and 9. She did some stuff on the computer, and then at exactly 9 o'clock she left for the bank, and then she hit Vaughn's. I thought she took her bike, but she went on foot. I was wondering why it took her so long to come back. But yeah, I completed pages 1 and 2 at 9:23, and then I got off to take a break. I started line arting through pages 10, 11, and 12 because I thought, well, I'm already behind. I might as well just knock them out already. So Monica got back at 10:30. We read more of the American Girl book until I was done with the pages, and then I went back on at 11:14 to assemble them and pass them off to her. She got them at 12. And then I loaded pages 1, 2, and 3 to Patreon at 1. I got tired and I got off and I rested for a bit. I wrote a little bit of that thing I'm writing for fun. I managed to finally finish the first chapter for that because, like, I'm on the, like, fourth, fifth book? Oh, shit, I lost track. I think I'm on the 5th book for that. I'm on the first chapter, and, like, it took me forever to get through it. Like, only a couple of things happened. They went to a toy store, and then the parents picked up the 4 of them. And it ends with the main character talking to the father about some business shit. So, like, that's as much as I got with that. I'm in the beginning of the 2nd chapter, and I have to be very careful because, like, this is leading up towards the character's change and resolve. But I know this is also not important. Not as important as working on, like, the extras and whatnot. But I'm not going to touch the extras until chapter 77 is out of the way. So, yeah. So I wrote until 3. I went back on. We had lunch late, and then I colored until 5. So pages 4 and 5 are ready. Page 6, I'm still working on it. I figure when I go back on later tonight, I'll finish it. And I want to focus on 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 tomorrow. Tomorrow is the day I'm supposed to finish pages 10, 11, and 12. But because of our schedule, I'm like, if I don't get those done tomorrow, then I'm going to have to waste Monday on them, and I hope I don't have to do that. Oh my god. But yeah, we're officially on vacation break, or early vacation break, so I need to get that done. And then as soon as the extras are done, I'm going to announce that their volume 6 is up on the official site. So that's gonna be good. I also need to line art Marie's profile and give it to Monica. I wanted her to do that like sometime tomorrow. And then I also needed to start working on the 4-panel comics drafts, because like those are probably going to be the easiest thing I can do. I remember she said she wanted to go somewhere, but I don't remember when she wanted to go there. I think it was Main Place Mall, but I don't know if she wanted to go like during this vacation or the next one. As far as I feel like there isn't anything like of importance there I want to get at the moment. I mean, I was checking the Beanie Boo websites to see what Beanie Boos would be released. The only one that's caught my eye is this Owl, and it's probably been out for a while already. I haven't seen it though. What else was there besides the Owl? They also have these ostrich ones, and I don't know. I think I've seen these in person before, but I've never seen the color I wanted. But that's virtually it. I really like seeing the new Beanie Boos. I feel like the Beanie Boos made last year, trying to collect them, made last year really interesting for us. And like, it makes me kind of upset that like they haven't been releasing nice ones. They released a whole bunch of stupid ones, the stupid sequin ones. I was so annoyed with those. Is there anything else that's on my mind? I'm mad that I haven't finished the script. We're doing laundry on Monday, so I need to have that script done by Monday so I can at least do the storyboard on Monday when we're at the laundromat. So that's one of my biggest goals. I don't know when I'm gonna have time to work on it. Worst case scenario, if I don't get that script done, I'm going to start with the next one. I only have one scene. It's just going to be between Pasha, Marie, and Swear. I should have been working on that, honestly. But yeah, I want to do something for fun. I haven't touched this story I'm working on for fun for a while. So yeah, I got to do that. Is there anything else that's on my mind? Anything else? No, I can't think of anything else. Alrighty then. That's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Sunday, but I have to go back to Saturday really quick. So, Monica read a bit of what I wrote, because I wrote to the end of that first chapter, and I started a little bit of the second chapter, so she read all that. Rested until 7, went back on to finish the Friday pages, completed and loaded them at 8:47, and then I got off at 8:51. My goal was to go back on at 1, but I slept all night long. I woke up at 6, got out of bed at 6:30. We ate breakfast, and then together we hit Walmart. Got home at like 9:40. On the way back, I ended up finding 2 dimes and 2 pennies. I resumed work on the last 6 pages. I shaded until 11, and then I got tired and got off. While we were on, the utility bill came in, so Monica paid it with her account. So now everything's officially on her account. Hopefully, I think she saved it. I don't know, because like Bank of America's online banking thing prompts you to order it to save whatever account you're paying to. I don't know if she did that. I'm just hoping she did. Okay, so I rested until lunch. I wrote a little bit more until 2, and then I went back on to color. And I worked from 2 p.m. all the way into 5. So that's like 2, 3, 4. That's about 3 hours straight. I completed the Saturday pages. So all I have left are the Sunday pages. And if I'm lucky, I'll be able to complete them tonight the way I completed the Friday pages last night. So that's best case scenario. Man, I can't believe that this chapter, which took like fucking a month to write, barely took like 2 days to complete when you really think about it. And I'm just I'm kind of frustrated with it, because like it was so much effort to have to write it, and I have to go forward, and it's just tomorrow we're doing laundry. I have not had a chance to land the script for chapter 78. So if I don't get that done either in the morning or whenever I have a chance to like wake up and work on it, I'm gonna be stuck writing something else until then. So most likely it'll be like the after scenes, because like I know what's gonna happen. I need to really think about it. I'm wondering if I should bring my headphones so that way I could review through the notes in case if I get stuck. But like it takes a while to listen through those notes. I think the notes are like each of them are like about like 30 minutes long. Or just me babbling for 30 minutes trying to figure out, I'm gonna get my footing with the scene and just moving forward with it. Sometimes I even like review mentally like everything that's happened through the story on the way there in case I forget. Is there anything else that happened of significance? While we were at Walmart, we ended up browsing through the Halloween stuff a little bit, and then we went to go look at the clearance section for the school supplies, and there was really nothing in this clearance section that was like, oh my god, we have to have that. But it was like tons and tons and tons of glue. Oh my god, there was so much glue. I was tempted to get some of that glue. I didn't check to see any of the prices. Oh, also we look at the bicycles. We found a couple of mountain bikes that we wouldn't mind switching to, but we're waiting until sometime like next year. If everything looks good during the summer, we'll definitely get it. But other than that, it doesn't seem like we're gonna go and get it. What else is going on? What else of significance is going on? What else? This month is almost over. I'm really, really trying to get done with this so I can start working on the extras. I don't really want to be working on the extras and the scripts in tandem with one another, but I feel like it's inevitable. The best times I can possibly work on the scripts is when we're going out, because we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna do laundry, we're gonna go to her blood test, and then the every time I have to make a video, I come to this computer, and it's usually a good time for me to just type. So I feel like I think I'm better off just trying to write the scripts by hand, because like I don't feel like I'm gonna have any time to work on them on the computer. I'm gonna be too busy working on the finishing off the extras. So the first one I have to do is 57, and then followed by 53, and then I have to do 51. So if I'm successful at getting them done in that order, then I'm going to load from 51 to 56. Is that what it was? Or 57? 51 to 57. And then I have to do did I do 56? I don't remember doing 50. I have to look. I know that there were certain ones that weren't completed, and I have to do those first. So yeah. Lately, I've been feeling iffy about one of the Ask Amymoneys I completed. A part of me wonders if I should try a different question. But at the same time, I also feel like I want to leave it just there as is. So yeah, I don't really know. I have to decide. Is there anything else that's on my mind? Oh, think. Anything else of significance? I'm really trying to think. I feel like nothing big and exciting. I haven't seen anything really big and exciting on the internet in the last few days. Yeah, I guess that's virtually it. Alrighty then. That's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Monday, but I have to go back to Sunday really quick. So after I recorded audio, I wrote for fun up until 7. I went back on to Call It a Sunday pages, and then I got off at 9. We got the laundry ready for tomorrow, and then we went to bed. I wanted to wake up in the middle of the night, but I slept all the way up until the morning. I woke up at 5:40, kicked Monica out of bed. We hurried to the laundromat. Because I had no script finished, I could not do a storyboard. So all I did was work on the next scene for Fauna and the others. And that was it. Got home at 7:30. I worked on page 12 while eating breakfast. I had to restart the computer because PaintShop Pro X2 wouldn't open up. I ended up stopping at 9:30 after I completed the artwork for page 12. We ended up going to Northgate. Well, not really. We wandered around Ross for a little bit, and then we went to Target for a little bit, and then we hit Northgate. So we got home at 11 with water. I completed pages 1, 2, and 3 and loaded them at 12:30. I got off and took a break. I rewrote what I wrote. I made it a little clearer. And I stopped to eat lunch. I rested until 3, and then I went back on. So I spent from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock fighting with the text for the first section for chapter 57. It's still not done, but I have all the points. I just need to figure out how to string them together in a logical way. I really think I need to reread the chapter. Other than that, I feel like I'm a little frustrated with it. I wanted to be done with it by now, but I think I'm probably going to be done with it later tonight. And once I get it done, I'm going to move on to organizing my thoughts for 53, because I have a bunch of stuff typed out for that, but like, again, none of it is strung together in a logical way. So now that I'm on a break, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do right now, because like a part of me feels like I could keep writing scripts, but a part of me feels like I want to keep mulling over what I want to write for the oh, what was it called, the extra. But at the same time, I just feel like I'm exhausted. I want to relax. I want to like lay down and close my eyes for a little bit. I don't know. I'm afraid if I do that, I'm going to wake up tomorrow and I'm going to lose all this time. I don't know. Is there anything else that's on my mind? This is the 5th recording. That means very soon I'm going to have to do the audio and the video. And I figure by then I will have perfected chapter 78 and 79 scripts. I don't really know though. Because like the only thing I have not worked on for that is all the Fuyar and Marie and Pasha's stuff, which needs its own thing. So I need to sit down and do that. But a part of me feels like I'm on a roll with Fauna right now, and I kind of just want to focus on her for a little bit. Because like after this scene goes into the situation with Dominic, and like I'm planning on having her follow her, but I'm not 100% sure if that's what I really want to do. I'm derailing from my original plan. Is there anything else that's on my mind? No, not really. Alrighty then. That's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Tuesday, but I have to go back to Monday really quick. So after record audio, I rested until 7, and then I went back on to finish working on the text for chapter 57's extra. I finished it sometime around 9, but I was really unsatisfied with it. I felt like I brought up the wrong points, and the summary felt really redundant and worthless. So I went back through chapter 57, I reread it, and then I wrote down a whole bunch of points that were made within the chapter, and now I'm trying to figure out how to rewrite it. I ended up getting off at 9:30 because I was just way too tired to continue. I woke up at 5:40. We prepared to leave for the lab. We arrived sometime around like 6:40. I worked on the summary for chapter 57 on paper, as well as the plot line for Fauna after this point, and then we left at like 7:17 after Monica got her blood tested. I got home at like 7:50. We made pizza, we ate breakfast, and watched the last episode of Takagi. In this episode, they went to the festival together. The whole episode was just the festival, although they kept switching in and out of what the other classmates were doing. But yeah, other than that, I feel like the other classmates really weren't doing that much. By the end of the episode, they ended up getting separated, and then one of his friends helped him find her, and then by the time they got back together, the fireworks were over. So they ended up playing with sparklers on the beach side, and like she thought it was romantic, and he was trying so hard to cover it up. I really thought we were going to see more of their future together married, but like they didn't bother with it. So I don't know if there's going to be any more like of this series next year. I really doubt that. I feel like they've reached the maximum they could possibly go with this, but like there could be more material. I can't imagine what else there is for them to adapt though. I've never seen the manga for this. So yeah, afterward we ended up hitting Walgreens so Monica could get her medication. I wandered around. The Halloween stuff is in the place of where all the school supplies was, but in one little corner is like the remainder of like journals and notebooks that they were selling during school supply season. So they had like 3 books that I wanted there. One of them was moved to the stationery section, and then the other 4 were in the in that planner notebook section. And then I went to go look at the toy section, and they really beefed out for Christmas. They had so many different types of things. Oh my god. They had these like multicolor glowing pillows. So there's a rainbow, and then it was a regular cloud, and you turn them on and they just glow and shine. I don't remember turning them off before we left. I think we did though. I don't really remember. But aside from that, there was also the Squishimals had a Santa and a Nutcracker. I showed the Nutcracker to Monica. We love Nutcracker, so we're really thinking about going back and getting him next week when money comes in. Other than that, I don't really know if I'll ever see him anywhere else. They also had the October Beanie Boos, the Halloween Beanie Boos, but like I didn't really feel like I absolutely needed to get any of them. Although I really did like the Star Owl. I kind of feel like I could pass on him. Oh, what else was there? I'm mostly waiting for. Oh, there was another owl that was supposed to come out. I'm waiting for that one. I don't know if it's already out, though. It probably is. But like I looked at the lineup, and I'm mostly waiting for other stuff that's either been released already. I'm just waiting for it to show up in this area. It probably won't be. I might have to look for it online. But yeah, is there anything else? Okay, so after Walgreens, we went to Target, and then we picked up a few things, mounds, and then we wandered around Five Below for a little bit, but they didn't have very much stuff that was new. So that was a bit of a bust, and we ended up coming home. They did have this really cute 2020 unicorn calendar, and I asked Monica if she wanted to get it, but even though she liked it, she felt like she could pass on it. So when we didn't end up taking that with us, I'm trying to figure out where we would put it, because like the place on our wall where our calendar would go, right now has just a random piece of art there. So I don't know. I'll see if she's interested in it next time we're in the store. Last time I got her a calendar, she didn't end up using it. Makes me so upset. It was a calendar for this year too. So after we were done with Five Below, we got thirsty, so we quickly went back to Target really quick to get some water. And then we got home around, oh shit, I didn't see what time it was. All I know is that we checked the mail, and Monica got this renewal letter, so she ended up using it to renew something online. And when she was done, we took a shower, which leads me to right now. So this is what I need to do. I need to finish working on the text for chapter 57. However, this is the last recording for this week, so I have to start editing audio. So annoying. So I need to get that out of the way too, but I don't really have very much art. I don't have any art to work on at the moment. I mean, yeah, yesterday I was messing around with character designs for Fauna and Byron and Pasha. I didn't really touch about Pasha that much, but like Fauna and Byron, I ended up tweaking their outfits so they match each other. I had to come up with a new color scheme for her because she's reusing his old jacket. And so I feel like it was important to try to get her into a blue color scheme so that way she fits along with it. Is there anything else? Him, on the other hand, he went from being wearing completely black to wearing brown. So I'm like, I don't know if I want to stick with that. But since Pasha's already wearing most of the green colors, I feel like it was important to put Byron in the in some type of red color since Fauna's blue. So yeah, I'll see if I'll stick with it though, because like I really didn't want him to match Loris, because Loris is wearing some type of red himself. So I think I might change Loris's colors. I was thinking about changing Loris to purple, but I don't really know if Loris's hair color would actually match that. So yeah. Is there anything else? No, I guess that's virtually it. Alrighty then. That's all for today. I will see you in the next one.